She has the most annoying fucking attitude. I would punch her in her fucking eye because she's so annoying. But
we bang up that
she
body.
got some sexy tits.
Yeah, the kid is pretty fucking crazy and out there, but like, I'm just trying to keep everything together. But this kid had a problem with everybody or would talk down to people because he has this mentality. Oh, those are reserved, those fuckheads. He's disabled.
Is it? Check.
No.
Alright, then go ahead and fuck
Damn, you almost just spoiled my mood. I don't see disabled. I dare you to go up to that Ace cosplayer and say, hey, let me get a picture, bro.
Where?
That's why Lord Voldemort in the past went about systematically destroying his quote-unquote enemies when in reality they could have been his best friends.
Number 1, Forneverworld refuses to jump in a live stream with me. Gee, I wonder why. Is it because I can call you out on all your fucking lies that you said in the video and you wouldn't be able to like conceal that shit in a live stream in front of everybody? How you created a situation where I introduced you as my boyfriend? Like, do you know how fucking crazy that shit sounds? Like, we had one taxi driver I remember. He was like a Somalian guy, he was super into Islam actually, and I started talking with him about homosexuality. That's like the only thing that I can think that you maybe like twisted in some type of way to create that fake situation.
We getting in cabs, and this happened multiple different times. I'm getting in with my fiance, and he's getting in the cab and introducing me as his boyfriend to the cab driver. Things like that is unacceptable. I don't give a fuck whether it's a man or a woman or whatever the case may be. You do not introduce me as your boyfriend in cabs and stuff like that. Like, my fiance was disgusted.
But that never happened. You made that up. And even if, let's say, that did happen, you kind of use that as a reason to do all the shit that you ended up doing, like leaking my sexuality. Like, I suddenly became a bad person. Like, we were friends for a long time. You see how this isn't piecing together for Forneverworld? How, like, people, like, who actually know the facts in the situation, they just wouldn't believe this?
Non-stop of him showcasing, like, hey, look at this boy I'm talking to. The kid always was just on some other next level shit that I was just like, what the fuck is going on, whatever. But fair enough, I tried being cool and stuff like that because...
Fuck did this to this bed and why?
Ramon had a crazy sex last night.
Oh, you and him were fucking. 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 I dare you to go up to that Ace cosplayer and say, hey, let me get a picture, bro.
Where?
So that's fact number 1, and it's my word against fucking your word. And you know who would back me in this situation? Your fucking pops. Your father, Ramon, would back me in this situation because he knows you're a lying sack of shit. We would literally be in the car, and he would argue with his fucking father over AC.
Most like, why you turning that shit up, man?
Yo,
With all this
Fornever.
nice air outside?
And then later on, just after a bunch of things with him and his fucking father, he talked about how he wanted to beat his father's ass and all this shit like that. And I think a part of it is because ultimately he's kind of paying for his father. Like, he actually told me that he was paying for the father's trip, so maybe they had some issues or whatever. But point is, the whole trip was me de-escalating situations with you and Ramon, and you and your fucking girlfriend, by the way. So for you to twist this into something like I was like the one of your major problems, like showing you pictures on my fucking phone and introducing you as my boyfriend, which is a situation you created, by the way, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound real. I'm not a victim. All I can do is give you the full fucking story, and if we could have Forneverworld's father, Ramon, who was there the entire time, he'd tell you the fucking bullshit. He'd tell you all the things Forneverworld did on the trip. He'd tell you about all the arguments Forneverworld had with his girlfriend, how Forneverworld talked about her being a fucking bitch, how he wanted to leave, how he didn't want to be there, how Double Four, I'm so glad you came on this trip because if you didn't come on this trip, I'd go fucking insane.
She has the most annoying fucking attitude. I would punch her in her fucking eye because she's so annoying. But
we bang up that body.
She got some sexy tits.
The reason I'm bringing up some of the shit Forneverworld used to say in calls, and he would even apply this to real world situations, like with real world models and actresses and shit like that. The reason that I'm bringing that up is because he justified leaking my sexuality out, telling James to make that gay video under the guise of, oh, James already knew that you were bisexual. Like, he already knew. Like, everyone in the calls already knew. But that doesn't add up. And this is where I'd be able to check you on a live stream, because you had fucking called me before I told you personally via text messages, I am bisexual, can you not tell anybody? I had told you that via text messages. I wish I saved that text message. This is where I'd be able to check you on a live stream. You had told me verbatim, I know you're joking about that gay shit. You just think that gay shit is funny. That's what Forneverworld would tell me. But no one actually knew, and I know no one knew because Forneverworld had messaged me after I stopped talking with everyone else and eventually got to the point where me and Forneverworld were the only ones really talking to each other. It doesn't add up. You told James to make that video, you told James to make that tweet, you even told Shintai to cover for your fucking ass because I don't have any problems with Shintai. I wish Shintai a happy fucking birthday on Skype. He's like, cool, thanks man. I've talked to Bob, who hates Forneverworld, and Bob even told me Shintai's got no problems with you. He actually kind of likes you. So what Forneverworld does is he actually has Shintai write out all this shit about how I'm a terrible human being on the video. Shintai's still one of my contacts. I still have him on Skype. So that's how I know he tells people to do shit for him. That's how I know he surrounds himself with a bunch of yes men. The reason you don't want to jump into a live stream is because you know you did something fucked up and you don't want to admit that shit. I've admitted that it was petty to make that video about your fucking appearance, the rap diss, but I only did that after all of the persistent attacks, 1 year's worth on fucking Twitter, lying about me, telling James to leak out my sexuality. That's when I started beefing with you. I'm not instigating any of this. If you stopped writing about me on Twitter every single week, we wouldn't be here. If you stopped right now, you wouldn't hear another video from me. You wouldn't have me leaking out all your personal shit that you used to fucking say. You wouldn't have me talk about the LA situation, and Ramon was there. That's another thing. You don't want to come into a live stream because you know I check you about Ramon. Ramon, your father was there. He saw everything. It's my word versus yours, and you know you don't want to bring your girl on this shit. You know you don't, because then you'd have to explain all the fucked up shit that you said about her. You'd have to explain calling her a bitch, joking about strangling her, moving down to Florida with me, leaving her ass in Columbus. You'd have to explain that, and you don't want to because you've resolved things with her, and it's just shit in the past, right? But you acted like that, and you acted like that towards me. So I'm here to address the situation because I was there, she was there, and Ramon was there. Your fucking pops was there. And you could bring your pops in the live stream, and he would check your ass because he was there in that room, and he told me everything, bro. Forneverworld was the only one who knew about my sexuality, and he had leaked it via James. Now, there's a difference between telling someone to do something and creating an atmosphere where you persist that they do something, but you don't really ask them directly, so there's no evidence. You don't have to worry about the evidence. I didn't do it. I just, constantly told shit about double force sexuality in the calls. Go do that.
That wasn't the excuse to why I did it. I did it because after all the shit he was saying within his videos, yeah, I bang this bitch, yeah, I do her, I'm a pussy slayer, he probably didn't say that, but like, he made out this whole bravado that, yeah, like, I like women and all this stuff. And again, it's lies. I don't like liars.
Why the fuck is James hitting me up right now, nigga?
Is she a gold digger? Yeah, so...
She has the most annoying fucking attitude. I would punch her in her fucking eye because she's so annoying. But
we bang up that
she
body.
got some sexy tits.
That's probably how you justified in your own twisted way, because we were close. Like, you had invited me down, I visited your family, I met your family, like, we were pretty close. And I knew how you operated towards people that we weren't fucking with, so I know how you'd operate towards me now that you're not fucking with me. You do shit like that. Like, I know you, Forneverworld. Like, that's why I'd be able to check you. You don't want to fucking talk to me face to face because I know you leaked all that shit out. Like, it's fucking obvious. Like, there's nothing to hide anymore. Like even Shintai, like, I don't even have a problem with Shintai. I even wish Shintai a happy birthday on Skype. And now he's writing this long story about how terrible of a person I am. It's just too obvious. It doesn't add up, bro. When I try to de-escalate this shit half the time between either you and your fucking pops or you and your girlfriend, or I just try to stay away from it. Y'all two were smoking and then just like dipping from each other. You guys were fucking arguing half the trip.
Where'd your other half knock the fuck out? Yeah.
I was on the beach. I had left to the beach because Forneverworld was fucking half asleep. He didn't want to deal with his girlfriend. He was even in my room half the fucking time. I had went to the beach and he was hitting me up like, bro, I need to get away from her. I need to get away from her. This is a real fucking story. We can have your fucking father, Forneverworld, Ramon, fucking come on the live stream and he'd tell everybody. He'd tell everyone you were acting up, and then when you threatened to fucking get aggressive with me at 3 in the morning, it wasn't how you described it. It wasn't you like, opening the door at 3 in the morning and like, hey, Ramon, like, I'm going through girlfriend problems right now. Like, do you think I could, like, stay in this room in 3 in the morning when Double Force flight leaves in 5 hours for a few minutes to cool off? No, you came barging in, you came fucking screaming, Ramon was fucking sleeping, and then you came there complaining about your fucking girlfriend, how you wanted to leave, how you hated this trip. That's what the fuck happened, and when you blew up on me, it wasn't because of that how annoying I was, how you were pissed off that I was showing you Swedish boys, which you fucking made up like, yeah, I showed you a couple of pictures here and there. You made it seem like the whole fucking trip was me showing you fucking Swedish boys on my fucking phone. You blew up on me and your pops multiple times on this trip. You threatened to get aggressive with me because I turned off the fucking light. I'm in my bed and I'm fucking sleeping. He comes barging in, screaming about his fucking girlfriend, complaining to his father, who he woke up. And I turned off the light because, I don't know, I want to fucking sleep, my flight's leaving soon, and guess what happens? He starts getting aggressive with me, and I don't want it at the time. I'm just trying to tell you guys, there's a reason he doesn't want to fucking join a live stream with me, there's a reason he doesn't want to talk to me face to face, there's a reason you'll never hear from fucking Ramon, his father, who was evidence there half the fucking time. He was the only one in the room when that fight escalated, where basically he threatened to attack me. He was the only one in the room. So I'm asking you guys, does this story really hold up? Does it really hold up like I'm this obsessed creep that Foreveralone was just trying to be cool with me, and that's why he invited me to his home to meet his family, and why he invited me to LA over everyone else that he talked to? Does that really make sense? I'm just this obsessed creep troll who just copied him. Like, here's the thing, he got me on a lot of series, right? He got me on a lot of series. My channel became very similar to his because we started talking about the same things, we started liking the same things. He's only got a problem with that now that I'm growing and I'm competing with them, but he didn't have a problem with it before. So Foreveralone really must have hated me, right? For all this shit to go down the way it did. No. It's lies. It's all fucking bullshit. That's why he doesn't want to join a live stream. That's why he doesn't want to bring Ramon, who was the only one there when that fight had happened. You're a lying sack of shit, Foreveralone. You leaked my sexuality out there, and you did it, like, on top of the fact that you said some really fucking creepy shit in calls about strangling women, raping women. Granted, it's cartoon girls, but does it make it any less weird? And listen, I've had beef with this guy named Code Provider for a while now. This guy is a guy that used to be in our collaboration group, We Are Knockem, and then he had left, he split ways. He's made multiple videos about me after we had, like, stopped being, you know, in that group or whatever. So he has no reason to defend me, to support me. If anything, I think Code is cooler with Forneverworld than me. Code said himself, the reason that we all had a falling out was because nobody was genuinely friends in those fucking calls.
Fuck alive! Why the fuck is James hitting me up right now, nigga?
That's what he said. Those were his words. So you could hear this shit from even Code Provider, who hates me. He doesn't even fucking like me. I'd say he's cooler with Foreverworld. He said himself, like, the reason We Are Knockem failed, which was our group, ultimately it just became me and Foreverworld, like, as friends. I stopped talking to everyone else, and that's how I know he leaked my sexuality out. But he said himself, nobody in the group was genuinely fucking friends, and it all makes sense. Like, listen, guys, if I'm writing some shit like, hey, happy birthday on fucking Skype to Shintai, and Shintai's like, cool with me, and Bob is telling me, you know, Shintai is cool with me, and then all of a sudden Shintai's writing this long story about how terrible of a person I am, what does that look like? It looks like, you know, Foreverworld's just fucking controlling all of them, and he's telling them what to fucking do, and that's just how it is, that's how they operate. Well, that's how Foreverworld operates, and everyone else, I guess, sort of, they're cool with it, they go along with it. So that's fact number one, he did all that shit, everything I said in that video was true, and he doesn't want to come into a live stream because he thinks he kind of did some fucked up shit. But he doesn't want to admit it because, you know, both of our egos were probably, you know, fucking stampeding with each other. But point is, he escalated all of this. And that's fact number two. If he wanted to drop all this right now, there would be no drama. There would literally be no drama. He started all this. He instigated all this shit. Me talking to Sawyer, he's suddenly texting me, 4, are you talking to Sawyer? Why are you talking to Sawyer? Blah, blah, blah. He gets fucking heated about me talking to Sawyer. Like, he controls me. And that's another thing. When we were on the LA trip, he felt like he controlled me. When I was at the beach, when I was, you know, I was talking to some attractive people in Los Angeles, he'd be hitting me up like, I can't deal with my girlfriend. This is too much. Let me hang out with you. So he thinks he has me on a fucking leash, and I'm just here gonna, like, do whatever fucking Foreverworld wants. But really, it's that he kind of needed me more from an emotional standpoint when he was going through all the shit that he was going through with his girlfriend.
Where's your other half? Knock the fuck out?
Yeah.
And it's gotten to a point where people believe your fucking lies. People believe your lies. And the only fucking witness would be Ramon, your fucking father. Get your father on a live stream and I'll ask him and everyone will hear. Everyone will hear. And you don't even have to do that. You could just have me talk to Ramon. And if it's like, you know, a conversation I can record, I'll let Ramon know, like, I'm recording this because Foreverworld's on his bullshit drama. He's instigating beef. He's been doing this for about a fucking year. And everyone will see the truth. Because Foreverworld's father would back me because he was there. Unless he was lying, but he wouldn't do that because I met him and, you know, he seems like a real genuine guy. So that's the kind of person I've been dealing with for years, guys. That's why I've been very negative sometimes. Because I'm in this mold of, like, where I'm actually being bullied. And I don't really care about the Filthy Frank stuff. Like, that shit isn't, like, it's just a bunch of trolls ultimately talking shit. You know what I mean? That kind of, like, brushes off. But this is actually fucking serious, because this has affected my relationships with other people in the community. I can't even talk to other people in the fucking community without him sending James out, and when that doesn't work, he has to go in, like, talk, oh, you know, that's his real intentions. I can't even do anything. I can't even be a normal fucking person in the community. I'm being fucking bullied in a way. So I'm not here to come off as a victim. I was friends with this guy. So if he's a piece of shit, what does that say about, like, me? It says I was kind of being a piece of shit. And to some degree, I will admit, like, we had a lot of fucking, you know, hateful calls, a lot of dumb shit was going on, and we moved on, and we both grown, but really he hasn't grown. That's the thing. Like, I left it alone, and he's still instigating. He's still fucking salty about Sawyer talking about Bleach. He sent James to attack Sawyer over Bleach. Over fucking Bleach. I can't prove the King of Lighting shit a long time ago where he asked me to make that video about King of Lighting, because that was a while ago, and we were the only ones. But that's what happened, and I'm not lying about that shit. I have no reason to lie about that shit. There's a reason why he's still sending James out to attack fucking Sawyer over Bleach. Over Bleach. There's a reason why this is happening. It's happening because, and Forneverworld didn't address the Sawyer situation, because he knows it's true. He knows I'd be able to check him in a live stream about that. I really don't want to do this anymore. You could believe me, guys, or you could believe him, even though I've literally, like, put it out there. You could bring his dad, who was the witness, who was there in the situation. I don't really want to do this anymore. I want this drama to end as much as you guys. Again, he instigated all of this. He instigated it with the Sawyer situation. He instigated it just all throughout the fucking year, talking about, I'm copying it, You don't own the fucking news, and just because I cover the same things you cover a little bit later, because I actually have to put work into my videos and edit them, doesn't mean I'm actually stealing your shit. It means we're in a fucking community, if we could call it that, and shit spreads, and I talk about the same things you talk about. That's all this is. Which, by the way, you helped me get on a lot of these series, so you must have really hated me the entire time for never, like, I was just this obsessed creep you were trying to control. Nah, that's not what it is. So really just comes down to your fucking ego. Because if you dropped it all right now, I'd drop it. But I'm just going to tell people what the fuck happened because people need to know, and I'm just tired of looking like the fucking villain here in this situation because you are the fucking villain, bro. Oh, and just to prove this man didn't have any bullshit, he used, like, a screenshot that I basically took of, like, you know, some sour messages that I had with, like, a sour failing relationship, and basically, you know, he didn't tell you about the fact that this guy led me on for, like, 2 fucking months. Like, this guy did. Like, I diddled around with this guy, you know, shit was going good. And then all of a sudden, he kind of fucked me over, and he would write to me stuff like, I love you, you're amazing, and then I wouldn't hear back from him for like 2 weeks. So, yeah, he didn't tell you about that shit. And listen, man, when someone fucks me over, I go so hard, man. And especially relationships, like, if I catch feelings for you, you know, you got a really pretty face, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a little bit hard, like, I be going like, and it's not right, it's not like right at all, you want to be like completely civil when someone fucks you over, but sometimes, man, it's not fucking easy, man, and I need to learn how to really just, like, control my emotions sometimes, because I just be letting all that shit out, man, and it's like, this whole drama with Forneverworld could have been avoided. A lot of it is egos, but I'm telling you guys, he did me fucking wrong. He did me wrong. His pops knows it. He's the only fucking person who was there. I tried to de-escalate half the fucking situations with his girlfriend and his pops. He'd tell me, like, he wants to beat up his pops. He wants to strangle his fucking girl and move down with me. He'd fucking be calling me when I'm on the beach. You could even ask his fucking girlfriend about that shit.